The Sahara is the world's largest hot desert. The Sahara, one of the harshest environments on the planet, is best known for its vast sand dune fields. The Sahara is the world's largest hot desert and the third largest desert overall, trailing only the cold deserts of Antarctica and the Arctic. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, the name of the desert comes from the Arabic word ar, which means desert. The Sahara is bounded on the west by the Atlantic Ocean, on the east by the Red Sea, on the north by the Mediterranean Sea, and on the south by the Sahel Savanna. The vast desert stretches across 10 countries: Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, and Tunisia, as well as the territory of Western Sahara, a former Spanish colony annexed by Morocco in 1975, though control of the region is disputed by the indigenous Sahrawi people. The Sahara Desert has a variety of land features, but it is best known for its sand dune fields, which are frequently depicted in films. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, the dunes can reach nearly 600 feet, 183 meters, in height and cover approximately 25% of the entire desert. Mountains, plateaus, sand and gravel-covered plains, salt flats, basins, and depressions are among the other topographical features. The highest point in the Sahara is Emi Koussi, an extinct volcano in Chad, at 11,204 feet, 3,415 meters, above sea level, and the deepest point is the Qattara Depression in northwestern Egypt, at 436 feet, 133 meters, below sea level. Although water is scarce across the entire region, the Sahara contains two permanent rivers, the Nile and the Niger, as well as at least 20 seasonal lakes and huge aquifers, which are the primary sources of water for more than 90 major oases in the desert. Water management authorities once thought that the aquifers in the Sahara were fossil aquifers, water reserves that accumulated under different climate and geological conditions in the distant past, and feared that these resources would soon dry up due to overuse. However, a study published in the journal Geophysical Research Letters in 2013 discovered that the aquifers were still being fed via rain and runoff. Despite the harsh, arid conditions of the Sahara, the region is home to many plant and animal species. According to the World Wildlife Fund, the Sahara is home to 500 plant species, 70 mammalian species, 90 avian species, 100 reptilian species, and numerous species of spiders, scorpions, and other small arthropods. Although its ancestors originated in North America, the camel is one of the most iconic animals of the Sahara. According to a 2015 study published in the Research Journal of Agriculture and Environmental Management, the ancestors of modern camels first appeared about 45 million years ago, and the large mammals eventually made their way to the African continent by traveling across the Bering Isthmus between 3 million and 5 million years ago. According to the University of Veterinary Medicine Vienna, camels were domesticated around 3,000 years ago on the southeast Arabian Peninsula to be used for desert transportation. According to the San Diego Zoo, camels, also known as ships of the desert, are well adapted to the hot, arid environment of the Sahara. Camel humps store fat, which can be used for energy and hydration in between meals. Camels store so much energy that they can go for more than a week without water and months without food. Gazelles, addaxes, a type of antelope, cheetahs, caracals, desert foxes, and wild dogs are among the other mammals that live in the Sahara. Many reptiles thrive in the desert, including several species of snakes, lizards, and even crocodiles in areas with enough water. According to the Sahara Conservation Fund, several arthropod species, including dung beetles, scarab beetles, deathstalker, scorpions, and many types of ants, live in the Sahara. According to the BBC, plant species in the Sahara have adapted to the arid conditions, with roots that reach deep underground to find buried water sources and leaves that are shaped into spines to minimize moisture loss. The desert's most arid areas are completely devoid of plant life, but oasis areas, such as the Nile Valley, support a diverse range of plants, including olive trees, date palms, and various shrubs and grasses. The Sahara now has a dry, inhospitable desert climate. According to a 2019 study published in the journal Science Advances, it alternates between harsh desert and another extreme, a lush, green oasis, every 20,000 years. The authors of the study examined marine sediments containing Saharan dust deposits dating back 240,000 years. They discovered that the cycle between a dry and green Sahara corresponded to slight changes in the tilt of the Earth's axis, which also drives monsoon activity. When the Earth's axis tilted the northern hemisphere a single degree closer to the Sun, about 24.5 degrees instead of today's 23.5 degrees, it received more sunlight, which increased monsoon rains and, as a result, supported a lush, green landscape in the Sahara. Archaeologists have discovered prehistoric cave and rock paintings, as well as other archaeological remains, which provide insight into life in the once green Sahara. Pottery fragments indicate that herders raised livestock and harvested plants in what is now an arid desert around 7,000 years ago. However, for the past 2,000 years or so, the Saharan climate has been relatively stable and dry. The northeastern winds remove moisture from the air over the desert, causing hot winds to blow toward the equator. These winds can reach incredible speeds and produce severe dust storms, which can reduce local visibility to zero. Dust from the Sahara is carried by trade winds all the way to the other side of the world. According to a 2018 study published in the Journal of Climate, the area of the Sahara Desert has grown nearly 10% since 1920, and the desert will likely continue to expand at a comparable rate until 2050, according to another study published in the journal Scientific Reports in 2020. Despite the fact that all deserts, including the Sahara, grow in area during the dry season and shrink during the wet season, human-caused climate change, in conjunction with natural climate cycles, is causing the Sahara Desert to grow more and shrink less over time. The authors of the 2018 study estimated that human-caused climate change was responsible for roughly one-third of the desert's expansion. The installation of large-scale wind and solar farms in the Sahara is one proposal for mitigating the effects of climate change. According to a 2018 study published in the journal Science, the farms would provide clean energy while reducing the amount of greenhouse gases entering the atmosphere. They may also promote increased precipitation in the surrounding area. According to simulations, precipitation over wind farms would double on average, increasing vegetation by an estimated 20%. The simulations of solar farms produced similar results. Thank you very much for watching the video, my dear. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe by clicking the button below. I will see you in my next video.